CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez joins us now in Studio 57 for more on the president's removal of immigrants under this Alien Enemies Act of 1798. So the Trump administration, Camilo, argues the flights were over international waters, therefore not under the jurisdiction of this federal judge that issued this temporary block Saturday evening. Is that accurate?
Well, just to level set here, Lindsay, while this case was actively being litigated in that federal district court in Washington, D.C., the Trump administration was in the process of deporting more than 200 Venezuelan and Salvadorian migrants, including under the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. And we do know that when the judge issued that order on Saturday, there were at least 2 planes in the air in the process of sending these migrants back to El Salvador or to a third country in the case of the Venezuelans. We know that the judge orally said during that hearing, because I was listening to it, that the Justice Department had to tell the Department of Homeland Security and other officials that they should return those planes to the U.S. if migrants who were subject to the order were on board. But now the Trump administration is saying that because the planes were over international waters and not over U.S. airspace, the jurisdiction of federal courts in the U.S. just was not applicable in that case, and that courts in the U.S. did not have the legal authority to order planes who were over international water to return to the U.S. So we'll see what the judge actually says in relation to that argument, but the advocates, the ACLU and others, say that that is in direct violation of this court ruling.
So what will you be looking for and listening for in this hearing today?
Well, I want to know when exactly the planes took off, where the planes were over, where and when the U.S. was able to send these migrants to El Salvador, and where exactly the planes were over U.S. airspace or international waters when the judge issued that ruling, and whether or not there was a decision made at a high level in the White House to ignore the oral part of the ruling, because the White House is now saying that they complied with the written part of the ruling, which did not include that instruction to return planes that were in the air.
Okay, Camilo Montoya-Galvez, we'll look for your updates. Thank you.
Thank you.